Are you ready? Dr. Robert Cassar, eartheracademy.com. Rethinking reality. Okay, let's get into this. Are you ready? And you're saying, for what? Well, this morning I woke up and I'm in the shower and all of a sudden my water stopped flowing, right? Are you ready? I wasn't ready. I was all soaped up, right? Had shampooed my hair, right? Okay, and all of a sudden my water pump stopped. It's not that my electricity stopped, my water pump just stopped. But was I ready for that? No. And then I didn't even realize, remember, because we lose our sense of touch a lot of times, is because everything is so convenient for us and we don't realize until it's gone, right? You don't realize until it's gone how necessary some simple things in your life that we take for granted, okay, like water, like fuel in your car, like food in your refrigerator, okay, electricity in your house, heating in your house. Okay, these are all conveniences that we didn't have just even 100 years ago. No, we didn't. At least most of us didn't. So, are you ready? I wasn't ready this morning. Remember, I lost my water. And I'm full of soap, right? It's like, damn. What a job. The only water I had in the house that was going to work was the stuff I had in my toilet. That's it. In my tank and in the toilet. That's all I had. So just think if the power went off, because you got a lot of crazy things going on right now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay? Because there's lots of people right now that are millions and millions of people around the world that are affected from, they call it climate change. I just see it different, but there is massive suffering going on everywhere. Look at just what's happened in Cambodia over the weekend, or just the last couple days, yesterday. Cambodia, Vietnam, okay, parts of India. These people got slammed, 10 feet underwater, millions of acres, okay, of flooded places, just destroyed. Nobody's got any food, no one's got any water, right? This is a disaster, but are you ready? Just if the water shut off. Forget about if, World War IV, okay, popped up on you. Forget about that. Let's just say if your water stopped coming out magically out of the faucet. Do you have water supply? If you live in the city, remember, you're in trouble, okay, because all that water doesn't even come from there. Most cities bring their water in from out of the city, okay, and it's pressurized. So I own my own water system, right? So when my water doesn't work, it's my problem. I can't call up the company to see, whatever. But if the power shut down, just like in California today, there's like 100,000 people without power right now. That means they don't have any water. That means they've got nothing, right? No power, no pumps. You've got no electricity, no refrigeration, okay? Now, let's look and see how vulnerable we all are. Not all of us, but most of us. There's maybe 0.01% of the people that, if the power goes off, they don't know because they've got their own power, right? They got solar panels. Maybe they've got their own well. But then again, you got to have a solar pump, right? I mean, you got to set yourself up for being disconnected from the matrix if the matrix is not going to work for you anymore. Or it's just a part of the matrix isn't going to work. Remember, you've got supply chains. I went to the store the other day and half the things on the shelves are missing in the health food store. It's like I said, hey, when do you guys get me? Well, we don't know. We just sort of get what we get. We order things and only a certain amount comes. Remember, this is supply chain breakdown. Okay? Is this a planned event? Well, many would say, remember, this is a demon. Okay? Anyways, there's lots of numerology and coding here. This is, a realm. It's not what we think it is. Remember, this is a realm. We've been farmed. And right now, the farm animals, that's us, okay, we are watered every day. Yes, you are. Where do you think your water comes from? You go out to the creek and get it and bring it up and heat it up, You are watered. We are fed. Magically shows up in the stores. Okay, magically. Okay, because transport's a lot of things that have to happen to get that. I'm in food business. A lot of steps it takes to be able to get a piece of fruit on your shelf. A lot. Okay, picking, washing, boxing, transporting, shipping, taking, receiving, and then putting it maybe in bags and putting it out. I mean, you're talking days just to get my lychee just in Honolulu. Okay, just that turnaround time. And a lot of work. Just think right now, if you lost your power, just say for 2 weeks, are you ready? Do you have enough food, okay, to feed not only yourself but your family? Do you have enough water? Okay, remember, you got to go to the toilet. How are you going to flush all that nastiness down the toilet? Think. See, when you aren't sick, you're not really thinking. Is because about getting healthy. And, are you ready to be able to live, okay, completely different than the way we all lived just a few months ago, right? Remember, Event 201 is a military exercise. Event 201, if you don't know what that is, look it up. And Event 201 started in October 2019, and it's a 5-year military exercise worldwide. Look it up. And it finishes March 31st. Remember, you start things on the Ides of March and you end them on the Ides of March, right? March 31st, 2025. And what's it about? It's about a pandemic, okay? Before it even happened, a pandemic on COVID-19. Wow. Anyways, the cornholio, as I call it. So, I'm doing a video called Decoding the Matrix. I got about 450 pages of coinky dinkies so far. Wait until you see. Here's a few, just to give you a little bit of, teasing to show you. Remember, the Satanists, those are called the 66s or the 666, right? And the fallen angels, okay? And if you look up fallen angels in gematria, fallen angel 33, coinky dinky, right? Okay, fallen angels, the 33, supposedly the third of the angels that didn't want to go along with God's plan or were kicked out of heaven, right? The third, 1/3, that's the 33. And 1/3 of 100 is how much? I've said this many times before, guys, but it's time to catch up a little bit just to see, okay, that these entities have been controlling this realm for as long as we know. As long as we know. And they want us to know now. They truly want us to know that it's checkmate and there's nothing you can do about it. Remember, they shut the power off. There's nothing that you can do about it and nothing to get it back on again. And if you don't have power for a couple weeks, remember, you don't have food, you don't have water, you don't have refrigeration, maybe no communication too. Okay, so you're like left out in the lurch. Do you think you can handle that? I know people can handle about 2 weeks fasting, maximum. 2 weeks, and that's with a lot of water and minerals. But I know also that if you don't have water for 3 days, okay, then you'll die. And if you don't have oxygen for 3 minutes, you will get brain damage, okay? Or more. Some people can go ahead and train to hold their breath for 5-6 minutes, but brain damage starts to occur of most people in 3 minutes. See if you can go ahead and not have any food for 30 days. These are the threes, right? 3 minutes you got, okay? If you're deprived of oxygen, you got 3 days if you're deprived of water, and you got 30 days if you're deprived of food. And I've done lots of retreats to see people how weak they get after 7 days of just water. How weak they get. How depressed they get. How lethargic they get. How crazy they get. Why? Because they're not eating. All your parasites inside your body are going nuts. You've got colony collapse where things aren't getting fed, they die, and other things are eating them just to survive, right? Again, are you ready? And that could be because of whatever's going to come down in the future. Do you have enough water, enough food, and can you fend for yourself? Do you have a group of people that you can rely on? These are just things that, we all should have anyways. Heck, in the old days, when I was, 15 years old, we had block parties, 10 years old. And every neighbor knew everybody. We shut the street down, right? Pulled all the barbecues out. All the children would play in the streets. Okay, basketball. I don't see children anywhere anymore. All I see is a bunch of zombies playing with their phones. And a bunch of little chubby kids. Is because their mothers and fathers, most likely, they're chubby too. And you're eating the same garbage that you don't know maybe that it's garbage. Remember, critical thinking. Are you ready to have critical thinking? Are you ready to take care of yourself? Okay, and that's what we do at Earther Academy. See if we can give you some pointers, some ideas, some concepts, some disciplines, is because you're going to need them. Okay, and there's lots of different departments, just from detoxification, from learning how to clean your bloody skin once a week, okay, with the alcohol solution and the minerals that we put in. If you don't know how to do that, guys, you've never really cleaned yourself. Showers don't do it. Okay, how do you support removing aluminum, cadmium, mercury, lead, arsenic, thallium, stainless steel, insecticides, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, a plethora of chemicals. Okay, glyphosate, atrazine, all these things that are lodged in our organs and our muscles and our tissue. And if you've got body fat, that body fat, remember, is full of toxicity. It's a creature too. Doesn't grow on its own, does it? If you starve that creature, the body fat, what happens to you? You shrink. Okay, at least that part of you shrinks. Okay, remember, body fat is a creature. Okay, are you ready to be able to change it up? Are you ready to get ready for the future of the Hunger Games? If you don't know what the UN 2021 agenda is, look it up. UN Agenda 2021, UN Agenda 2025, Sustainable Development, read them all. Okay. And the UN Agenda 2030. These should be on your radar just because this is, and I'm watching these kids outside, everybody, you don't have to wear your mask outside, guys, and everybody's got their masks on, at least that group did, all children, okay? It doesn't say anything in the orders, remember that, okay, that says that we got to wear it outside. Look at this schmo, he's coming this way. He's got his mask on, and he's, okay, and he's fishing by himself. Really? Okay, so anyways, critical thinking. Are you ready to have critical thinking? Okay, are you ready? You know what it takes to get critical thinking, guys? You have to treat yourself with love. Critical thinking means that you're going to work on your toxicity levels in your body. Critical thinking is where you really, okay, start to look around you instead of just look at your phone. Critical thinking is to say, are all of the disasters that we're seeing right now, are they natural, right? Or are they manufactured? Okay? Think of it. Just critical thinking, just ask the question. Could it be possible? Okay, that this is the end of the season. The end of the season. What does that mean? It's the end of the age. It's the end of the Piscean age. The end of the game. And the grand reset, right? The great reset is done at the end of the game. See, I believe they give us, okay, with all the research and study, I believe they give us the technology so we can kill ourselves. I believe they already have the technology and it just keeps repeating itself, rhyme over rhyme. Remember, civilizations are controlled by the amount of currency that you get. Remember, paper, plastic, or numbers. There's no money. Okay, remember, it's a ledger. It's controlled by the currency, by the flow of water, by the flow of food. It's controlled by the flow of energy. Okay? And energy is in many forms. It's controlled in the ways that we are taught. Common core, CC, right? Like climate change, CC. Okay? Closed caption, CC 33. Okay. You know, common core. We're taught that we came from monkeys. Does that make sense to you? We are taught that God does not exist is because they teach us that everything came from nothing. The Big Bang Theory. These roads, man. Good money for your tax dollars, right? Okay? All the theories that they teach us in school, that we have to go to school to regurgitate these ideas, concepts, disciplines, theories. Theories, most of it. Okay? As I've said many times before, guys, arithmetic, reading, okay, and writing is what you need to master to have critical thinking. Okay, most people have a very limited vocabulary, a very limited amount of skills to be able to speak to another person. And I'm talking people under 40, a lot of them. Okay, why do you go to school? Are you ready? Okay? to wake up within the dream. Why do you go to school? Think of it. You go to school just so you can get in debt, so you could just, why, not realize, because when you're a human, now you have to, an adult earth human, now you have to be responsible. And now you got to start paying rent, right? You got to start doing all the things your mothers and fathers have been doing that maybe you didn't realize, that maybe that's why, you know, you didn't see your mom and dad as much as you should have, only because the system says so. Simon says so. Work, work, work. And if you're sick, you're going to try to figure out how to get better. And if you're poor, you're going to try to figure out how to get rich. And if you're sick, if you don't have any money and you're poor, you can never get healthy. And if you think going to the hospital in Gematria, Kawinky Dinky, is 666. And who works in the hospital to take care of you? Right? The doctors, right? Doctor. Look it up. 33. So the institution is a Satanist institution, the hospital. The fallen angels work in the satanic institution, right? And the emergency is a institution that'll save your life. Like I said, it's saved mine like 5-6 times. Especially when I got bit by the viper, right? I took 66 vials of anti-venom. Yes, it saved my life. They saved my life when I was like 5 years old, when I swallowed a bottle of bloody aspirin. Because the girl next door gave them to me, and I thought they were like sweet tarts. Pumped my stomach out and saved my life, right? And, you know, you get pulled over, right, by the police, okay? And police, again, in Gematria, 33. Wow. You go to the stock market, and the stock market, okay, when you look it up, what do you think it says? 666. The stock market. How about the big pharmaceutical companies like Pfizer? 33. How about GlaxoSmithKline? How do they come up with that name, right? Okay, look, 33. Anyways, we'll go over some of the decoding of the matrix in another episode. And here, think of it this one too, just real quick. Are you ready? Okay, look, Corona, 33. Okay, SARS-CoV-2, 33. Ebola, 33. AIDS, AIDS, right? 33. Lyme, like Lyme's disease, right? These are little bugs that bite you, right? And give you neurological problems, or they could be bioweapons too, right? Lyme, 33. Kawinky Dinky? Who knows? Not saying anything, but then again, this place, especially when you look at all the large organizations that, you know, we watch, like 20th Century Fox, right? Are you ready to learn what they want you to know, or have critical thinking to decipher what they're telling you. Okay, Fox News, FOX, 666, Chaldean, Gematria. 20th Century Fox, right? When you're saying 20th century, okay, Fox, 20th Century 666. 666 News, right, for Fox News. Okay, they are everywhere, but they are nowhere at the same time because no one sees, okay, the people and the organizations that have been here for the longest time. The longest time. Anyways, are you ready? If something happened right now where you couldn't have your water supply, okay, just better think about it, that's all. A lot of different video channels. If you want to learn more about weather modification, I watch the show every night. It's called Above Ground World News, and Mike Morales goes through a lot of the different maps that Raytheon puts out. Okay, a lot of these big companies that are in control of the weather maps, right? Okay, Weather Channel, all these things. And you should see the operations that they are deploying everywhere. Remember, this is well known now that the skies have been manipulated. You have weather patterns going back over 100 years. Okay, could it be possible? There's another person driving their car with their mask on. Aye. Okay, could it be possible that they've been manipulating the weather for a long time? A long time. Okay, could it be possible? Think about it. Okay. And what kind of weather are we talking about? Hurricanes, tornadoes, droughts, fires, okay, wind. Okay. How about the weather lords, right? The system lords. Civilization 2 types of entities. Ones that can maybe control the weather. Yeah. Okay, anyways, just put this in your memory banks. Are you ready? Do you have at least a few weeks? You should have 6 months. Okay, not only for yourself, remember, because you need 6 months, because maybe somebody next door needs something. Okay, and let me tell you, all you got to do is fast 1 million people at the same time. Okay, just like when we fast, a dozen people, and there's always 2 or 3 people, man, that are pretty, they're pretty freaked out because there's no food. But just think, remember, they're volunteering to fast. Just think if you were cut off of the supplies that you take for granted every day, you'd freak out. Is because you didn't do it voluntarily, right? The people come up to the retreat and they volunteer to starve themselves down. They volunteer to do the sauna protocols. They volunteer to do the detox protocols and see what happens. Here's another COVIDiot wearing their mask. One guy in the car is wearing the mask and the other guy's not. Or actually the female's not. There's a person just in the parking lot out there just staring at the frickin' sky. Jesus. Anyways, I see a lot of insanity too. Are you ready to be able to dance with the zombies? It's because that's what's going to go down. Okay? Think of it. Are you ready to dance with the zombies? Okay, that's just an ugly thought, isn't it? Okay, so I just realized, like I said, I don't have any water and I can't do anything at my house. And so I got to get myself a if you don't have one, a small generator just to be able to run a few things. And that's just for the temporary. But if you didn't have any power for 60 days, just so you know, they've got computer models that show if a zip code area or a country was to lose their power for 60 days, you'd have over an 80% death rate in 60 days. And in 90 days, you'd have over a 90% death rate. Especially who's burying the bodies? What do you think? The police, the 33 are working still? Okay. And of course, we do need, people here to help us, okay, with all the crazy people, because there's a lot of bloody crazy people I see right now. A lot. And I see a lot of sick people. I'm watching a lady right now. She's probably 50 years old and she's limping like crazy. Limping like crazy. Okay? And of course she's 100 pounds overweight. And, you know, that's not good. Are you ready to clean your life up just a little bit? Are you ready? Because if you're not, then in time, you will not be ready to help yourself, okay, at all. You will not be ready to help yourself, okay? And that means that, you know, do you have any ideas on how to treat yourself? If need be, okay, think of it. If the system shuts down, you do need medicine. You do need to stay away from the people, right? It's because the more people there are, the more crazy it's going to get. And it's not doom or gloom. It's just, guys, all you can do is prepare for the worst, because this is the time that we all need to really get ready. Is because if you read the 2030 agenda, the 2025 agenda, there's a lot going down. A lot. And you're not going to really know about it at all. Get this off the rack here. You're not going to know about it at all. Just because, shoot, it's hot in here. There we go. Just because no one's telling you about it. No one is. Anyways, guys, they are everywhere, but they are nowhere. And if this is a realm, and if you can see that all the animals, remember, you were born into sin, right? The church, 66. Okay, you were born into sin. Wait till you see. You were born into sin, weren't you? That's what the Catholic Church says. You were born into sin. So you're a sinner. And we all grow up and are pushed into becoming Satanists to kill our own children. Remember, abortions are off the map. If you don't really know how many abortions that have happened, look up the World-O-Meter. And you can check that out, and you can see how many people die every day, okay? Every day. From malaria, cardiovascular disease, from car accidents, from cigarettes. and we're worried about 10 people or 20 people or 100 people or even 100,000 people out of millions, hundreds of millions, billions of people dying. There's 600,000 people a year just die of malaria, and those are only the cases that get counted. Okay, suicide right now, okay, is one of the Satanists. Remember, it's just real quick, and we'll hang this up. But we've talked about the Satanists a little bit here. Could it be possible, okay, that the death rituals that the Satanists, okay, feed off of us the best, right? The demonic realm feeds off of us the best, is when you kill your own child. It says it in the Bible, right? Kill your firstborn, maybe even your secondborn. And then the second, okay, most way of shame and guilt is to kill yourself. You know what it takes to kill yourself? You know what it really takes? You got to hate yourself. Shoot, you got to hate yourself just to dye your hair and Botox and fake up, okay? Okay, this is just what it is, okay? Putting a toupee on your head, okay? It means you don't like yourself. You may not hate yourself, you don't like yourself. Okay, that's what it means, okay? And, you know, a lot of people don't like themselves, and that's a pity. But, you know, when you're really looking into, you know, this coinky-dinky world, right? The Satanists are the 66, like Agent 66, right? And Agent 99, that was Get Smart. Remember that one? Okay. Chaos, okay, was fighting with the entity Control. If you haven't watched the movie, not even the movie, just the, I used to watch just the 30-minute shows, Get Smart. Dun, 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 okay. Agent 99, Agent 66. And just so you know, in gematria, the 6s and the 9s are the same. Okay. So, anyways. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Because I got people next to me listening to me. So I had to shut my window and I'm sweating in here now. They're all wondering, what's this guy talking to himself? Okay, anyways, get ready, guys. Okay, to take care of yourself. Get ready to just, you know, see where the future's, you know, getting us. Because again, Jack Nicholson says, remember, you can't handle the truth. And I know you can't. I know you can't, guys. Okay? I know you can't. It's because it's too weird. Because it makes it so everything that just about we've been told is not true. Or is twisted. Okay? Could the television just be a distraction or just part of the theater? Right? It's the best movie right now that we are in right now is the greatest show on earth. And that's what you see with your eyes right now on the television. It's what you see with your eyes. Like right now, I got to go to Mascovania outside, okay, and watch all the people that are killing themselves slowly by cutting off their oxygen, okay, cutting down their oxygen and increasing their poison, which is carbon dioxide, rebreathing. Look, here's my mask. It's a blindfold, and I wear it upside down. And I keep my nose on. I mean, I go freaking weird just in a minute wearing this stupid thing. I don't know how people can go ahead and do this all day. I don't know how you can do it, people. Okay? And in my opinion, you're just killing yourself slowly. You're making yourself get tired, lethargic. You're increasing your acidosis in your body. You're getting acidic. You're getting cortisol stress. You can see the masks going in and out of people's mouths. Okay? The shame, the guilt. Watch our videos that we did on that. Okay? Just what it is. Remember, stress kills. Isolation kills. Malnutrition kills. So watch yourself on that vegan diet too. Malnourishment kills. It's slow kill. Okay, putting the two-way Ouija box, right? The hell phone. Okay, the cell phone. Okay, the microwave transmitter up against your head. Especially when your brain is full of aluminum particulates. Okay? And you put that phone up to your head, what do you think happens? To the aluminum. And if you don't believe what microwaves do, get some aluminum foil and put it in the microwave. Wrap it up, just throw it in there, turn it on. Lightning, electricity, microwaves, okay, have energy. Okay, you're using your Wi-Fi, you're engulfed in microwave transmission. You live next to a cell tower, you are engulfed in microwave transmission. You have a smart meter on your house, you are engulfed in having microwave transmissions around you. You have a cell phone on you, any wireless device from a security doorbell, security system, wireless doorbells, just wireless phones, wireless appliances, okay, smart appliances, smart printers, smart DVRs, DVDs, players. It's just massively overtaking us. All of this unnatural energy. Are you ready to detox yourself from that and hardwire your house? Okay, are you ready to be able to see some of the truth? That means you're going to have to navigate. And if you're not ready, again, that's fine. Just know that you are scheduling yourself for earlier termination. If we're not all scheduled for termination, you're scheduled just for a little sooner termination, and maybe more suffering too. Okay, I come to the city and it makes me feel weird here. Right now I'm all washed out just from coming here because I don't live in any Wi-Fi. I don't have a cell tower close to me. I can't even get cell service in my house. Everything's hardwired. I have no RF radio frequencies in my house. No wireless crap in my house. And when I come here, freaking washed out like I'm on some type of liquid Valium or some weird freaking BS. There we go. The guy just left. Whew! See, I'm sweating in here. Yep. Okay, enough. But keep your eyes to the skies, guys. Oh, one of the other videos I wanted you to, video channels is Never Lose Truth. She's got a good channel. Carol. Never Lose Truth. Yeah, a lot of the channels I've been watching, they've been taken down, right? Dollar Vigilante. He's got his little dog Lucy, and I got my little birdies and animals, Hodo and the Dr. Bizarre Zoo, right? A lot of people have been taken down, and of course you got to find them, got to register on their website so you can get notified. But anyways, enough babbling, psychobabble now. Yeah, once I get here, right now, I'm like all washed out. Can't even think. Critical thinking is gone. Or at least I got to really think hard to think what I got to do. Is because it doesn't flow. All of these energies in here, I mean, make me feel like, and I'm watching people. You look like bloody zombies, people. Look at you, walking so slow. Not even walking regular. You're just like waddling. And your face, you can see. No smiles allowed. And since you got the mask on, you don't even smile. You're just like dead. And I see this. This guy walking out to his car with his mask on. As soon as you get out of the bloody place, get rid of your mask. Breathe some air. Okay. Anyways, time to go into the masquerade party. And you should watch out too on those masks that you're wearing, especially those surgical masks. Okay, they're made out of like a polyethylene fluoro I forget the name of it, but they basically got fluoride in them. PEF E's, whatever they are. I get it mixed up from pulse magnetic electronic fields. Too many acronyms. But these masks, if you look at them, they have a fluoro, which is fluoride. Okay, polyethylene fluoro. Okay, compound, and you're breathing this fluoride into your lungs. You're breathing these small little particles of synthetic fibers. Okay, super small synthetic fibers, and they get in your lungs there. What do you think's going down with that? Okay, what do you think's going down with that? And I see all the people, a lot of people, they got mask freaking rot on their mouth, and a lot of people are getting mask teeth infections. You're just breathing. Remember, you're just increasing your amount of microbial load just from wearing your mask, and then you hang it up right on your rear view mirror, like that's going to do any good. If you were going to wear a mask and it was going to be sterile, then you'd use the thing one time and you'd throw the bloody thing out. But only use cotton. If you have to go ahead and comply, cotton. That's it. Make sure you can breathe. And when you can, lower it bottom behind your nose. Because personally, for me, I have to. I mean, I feel sick. There's more mask idiots. I mean, you only need to wear it in the store. Why are you wearing it? This guy's sitting in his car right here. He's just sitting here with the air conditioning on, waiting for somebody, and he's sitting in with his mask on. Okay, enough. You watch the television, you will be programmed only because that's what happens. Look at this little kid right here. She's 5 years old, poor little girl wearing a mask. Child abuse. You don't think that's child abuse? Lowering their blood oxygen, making them so their brain's not going to go ahead and grow with low oxygen? What, making them feel that they're infected, you can't touch anybody, you can't do anything? Oh, the cornholio, the cornholio. Every commercial, the cornholio, the cornholio, the cornholio. I don't know about you, but I can't watch the news. I just watch it just to study it. But I'm embarrassed by it, especially the politics. Especially the politics, embarrassed. What a show, what a theater. The greatest show on earth happening right now. What a time to be a part of the audience and to be a part of the theater, because remember, we're being manipulated in this theater. So we're in the movie, right? We're not just watching it, right? And then all of a sudden, no, we're in the movie. We're in the theater right now. So how does it feel to be in the theater? How does it feel to be you're not an actor, right? Remember, we're the real time, cast. And none of us know that we're part of the Truman Show, right? You're being watched by every millions of cameras, by your own phones, by your smart appliances, by your smart TV. You're being watched and listened to on every corner and every front. Why? Why is the question? I don't know. Maybe they want you to know that so you'll not talk to people about what's going down. And what's going down? Can't you see it? Again, can't you smell the stench in the air? If you're wearing a mask, you should still be able to smell the stench in the air. Ooh, I got the cornholio. I just itched my nose. Here, I can do it again, watch. Itch the tip of my nose. And it makes me want to sneeze. It's right there, but okay, it's when you have a sneeze, right? What is it? It's an orgasm of the face. It's an orgasm of the nose. It feels so good, doesn't it? All right, and if I sneezed inside the store, okay, I'm going to sneeze again right now. Let me itch my nose. If I sneezed inside the store, because I'm right there, it's just itching me, then everybody would look at me. There it comes. I can automatically cause that reflex just by itching my nose. And if I did that inside there, okay, then everybody would look at me like I'm an infected, diseased leper. Okay? They'd put up the cross with the fingers, right? Get away from me! Anyways, all right, enough. Aloha, and we will see you guys on the next video. Take care of yourselves and get ready. For what? For everything. Just get ready, right? Get ready. Okay, we'll see you guys. Aloha.